Welcome back to the Pen and Ink Club. It's been a little while actually, it's been a few weeks since I've recorded a video here at home. Reason being it's start of the new year, so it's always busy, isn't it? But we've also had a bit of a move around, as you can see. A new background, we've turned around. I always use my daughter's bedroom, which I always feel a little bit guilty of sort of turfing her out when I do my videos, but I always use Fion's bedroom to do the videos, and my parents kindly redecorated her room a little bit with new furniture and everything, so we've got some lovely white furniture from a well-known Swedish shop that we all know and love. And so we've turned everything around, so we had to sort of look at a new setup and how we were going to get the light right and everything, but hopefully this works, and and it'll be okay for you all. So please let me know if there's anything that you think needs looking at or anything. But anyway, back to why we're really here. I've got a new pen to have a look at. I've had this pen a little while and I've been playing with this pen, and I've been sort of trying to sort of adjust it and have a look at sort of how I'd fit it into what I use it for on a daily basis. It's a Platinum pen, and a Platinum pen I wasn't aware of really. I've had the 3776 now, I've had that for a little while. I've had this one for just as long, but it's taken me a little longer to get around to reviewing this one, because there are some little sort of oddities with it, I suppose, and and how I would sort of use it. And but what we're looking at with this pen, so what I'm talking of is, it's a Platinum pen. This is the Platinum PTL 5000. It's a gold nib pen, and it's a gold nib pen for under £50 here in the UK. Cultpens kindly sent it to myself and my colleagues at the United Kingdom to have a look at, for which I'm extremely grateful. And I think really with this one, I've looked at the Plaisir, which I love. I've looked at the 3776, which again I love. Looked at this one, and this is something different, and what this sort of offers. I've also got the Preppy, which I use on a daily basis just in my sort of notebook and my diary at work. But this is a gold nib pen for less than £50, and that doesn't happen very often. In fact, I can't think of anything, nothing comes straight to mind of a pen with a gold nib on it for that sort of money. In fact, at the moment, what I've seen is a lot of steel nib pens for quite a lot of money, where you'd be expecting a gold nib by then, and steel nib pens retailing for a fair bit of money over the £100 mark. But say this is a gold nib pen, so really what I'm going to be looking at this pen is looking at it as far as value for money is concerned, and looking at that sort of gold nib and the fact that it is so cheap. So I'm going to turn this around, and we're going to have a look at it in much closer detail, and let me see what you think. Thanks. Welcome back. So we're looking at the Platinum PTL 5000. Not the, I wonder whether it's got a different name actually to that than the number of it. So, but anyway, I digress. This is how it comes. Comes in a really nice platinum box. Cardboard sleeve. We have there sort of platinum since 1919 in Japan. And then we take this sleeve out. And in there then we have this sort of almost this clear glass, well it's plastic obviously, but I find it really attractive. It looks lovely in there. So you've got the Platinum instruction manual there. It comes with a converter as well. So there we are, say the PTL 5000, put that aside. Comes with a cartridge, a blue cartridge. And this is the pen that we're looking at today. So I've put all that aside for you at the moment. So let me look at it as far as stats is concerned. So this is, as I said, the PTL 5000. It's a standard black pen. There's nothing exciting about the way it looks. It's not going to win any sort of special prizes for attractiveness and prettiness, unless you really like understated pens, and this is an understated pen. So weight, what I can't get over is how light this is. This is 12 grams in weight with the cap on. It is just 6 grams in weight without the cap. There is nothing to this pen at all. And as I said, this retails at £49.95 here in the UK. So this is under £50 for a gold nib. This is the extra fine. Colleagues of mine have been sent other nib sizes as well. So you'll be able to get, when this arrives as a meta review on the United Inktem, you'll get a broad spectrum of those nibs. But this say I opted to try out the extra fine. I always like extra fines. I haven't used a Japanese extra fine. I've used a Japanese fine but not a Japanese extra fine, and really wanted to have a look and see how this would perform. It's 14 karat gold nibs, available from extra fine up to bold nibs, broad nibs even, sorry. Well, let's have a look. So, simple black pen. Black at the end here, and again matching black at the side there. This gold trim to it has platinum written across here and Japan written on the side here. The clip I quite like actually. It's a very functional clip, but I like the fact that the clip is coloured in this black as well, not just all in gold. It's a nice touch. Do like that about it. So it's just a snap cap, but it is tight. I wouldn't have any concerns that the cap's going to come off at all. There's a nice snap to that. So take that away before I drive anybody mad doing that on and off all the time. So this is what we're looking at. So here's the nib. Very plain in design, if you can catch that there. So it has the Platinum P logo there, 14 karat. This is the extra fine. You can tell that if I turn that over, that is a very fine point on that nib. So we got the gold trim around here. What I find odd is that it's a rhodium trim, a silver trim at the end here, which is a little bizarre. However, so we take this apart and we have the silver trim here, and then it comes with a converter, and you know, and that's good in itself, that it does come with that converter at this price point and a 14 karat gold nib. So as I said, we're not going to win any prizes in design, but it is a gold nib pen for under £50. So if you're looking for that first gold nib and what you sort of try out, then you know it's a good price point for that. You know, I do sort of find that, you know, it's always that sort of argument between, is a gold nib better than a steel nib? Are they softer? And every pen depends. I have definitely written with softer, nicer steel nibs than this gold nib is. And there's been, I think it'd be fair to say, sort of, you know, across my colleagues, there's been some differences in our experiences with them. I'm going to do a writing sample, and I think it's probably best that I can get into how this writes and how this sort of nib is and that from there. But as far as just measurements and everything is concerned, so giving you the weight, but measurements, this is 135 millimeters long with a cap. So standard sort of size pen, it's 120 millimeters without the cap. So it doesn't need posting, it sits quite comfortably in your hand. It does post very, very easily and does not make it at all heavy. I don't tend to post pens, but I could with this without any issue because it is so lightweight. And then that's 145 millimeters with it. It's a very slim pen. I actually didn't measure how slim it is. Let's see if we can have a look. So at its widest, we're looking at about 11 millimeters there, and down at the grip section here at its narrowest point, about 9. So it is a very slim pen, but not uncomfortable at all to hold. It's a comfortable pen to hold and to write with. It's very lightweight. You could write with this without any sort of issues of hands aching or anything like that. It's functional, and I think that is probably the word I'm probably going to use for this pen. It is functional. It does the job it says on the tin. So let's get some paper. I'll show you how this writes. So Rhodia paper. So what we've got here, get a little bit closer. Sorry about that, I just managed to turn that off and then back on. So we just get in a little bit closer here. So this is the Platinum PTL 5000, and this is an extra fine nib. And the ink is one of my favourites, Waterman inspired blue. It gives some fantastic shading, even with a line this fine. It's really quite impressive. I don't know if you can see that there. So this is a very fine nib, but it does have some flex to it. There is a bit of movement in that nib. Upside down writing. It does write upside down, but not the most pleasurable experience, I have to say. It's a consistent line. I haven't had any skipping with it whatsoever, any hard starts, anything like that. It's been a consistent writing experience, and one that has got better over time. When I first took it out of the box, it wasn't nice. It needed flushing, it needed cleaning, it needed a bit of sort of messing about with the nib. But now that I've done that, what I've got here is a very fine writing nib. And yes, I have soft nibs. This is a hard nib. You can hear in the feedback from it. It is a hard nib. You do have feedback from it, but it's not unpleasant. It's not scratching. See, it's not scratchy. But there is feedback. And if you like that, and it tends to happen, if you've got an extra fine nib pen, then you're going to get feedback, or I tend to find you get feedback because of how fine that nib is. I mean, if we're sort of reminding ourselves, that's how tiny that point is. So really, what do I think overall? Wasn't the most pleasurable experience to start with. However, it's $49.95. It's under £50, and it's a gold nib, and it's a Japanese extra fine nib, which is a nice experience in itself. It does have some flex in it, and it's given some lovely shading. The ink does that, you know, but it's given a nice experience from that. My personal thoughts, I like, you know, it's not my taste. There's nothing pretty about the pen. But what I would use it for is, you know, if it's going to be in your bag, or it's there with your journal, and it's there to sort of to jot some notes and stuff like that, it's a great pen for that. It looks nice, it looks understated, it is practical, and you know, if you like extra fine nibs and you like Japanese extra fine nibs, then for this price point, you're not going to get a gold nib any cheaper than that. Any questions though, please do let me know. I can't say I don't like it. It's not my taste, but that's just the finish of it, you know. I haven't come across a black pen yet that I've gone, I love it. If this was a pink pen, if this was a bright green pen, I would probably love it even more, and I would definitely be using it in rotation, because, you know, it's functional, it's practical, and it's, say it for the last time and I'll end on this, it's a gold nib for under £50. If you've got any questions, please do let me know in the comments below. Please remember to subscribe to my channel to get some new videos when they come. And I'll see you all again very shortly. Bye.